Hey everybody, welcome back to another Motivation Monday podcast for Monday, September 30th, 2019. As always, here on the 10-Minute Jazz Lesson podcast, we hope you had a great weekend, and we hope we can help you get into the new week on the right foot and get you inspired, get you in the practice room, ready to go, ready to put some work in. This week is our second to last episode in our series of Steps to an Effective Practice Routine. We're going to do this week and one more week, and I think that will kind of bring us to a close on all my thoughts of, all the different parts and elements to the practice routine that will help you get the most out of the time that you spend on the instrument. Maybe have you think about things in a bit of a different way, and generally just help the process to becoming the musician that we all ultimately want to be. So this week concentrates on the end of the actual practice routine. So something that I think is really, really important and really underrated is that you have to have a little bit of time built into your practice routine to have some fun. You have to have a little bit at the end of the practice routine where you can just kind of play, let yourself go a little bit, remember why you play this music and your instrument in the first place. I'm willing to bet for most of you, it was because it was actually fun. And sometimes we can get caught up in all this kind of serious work that we're doing and, trying to play this really, at times, very serious music that requires so much time and effort that we forget to have fun sometimes. And you can only take the fun out of something for so long before you're just not really going to do it anymore. So I want you to make sure that you save time at the end of your practice routine to just put on a play along and have some fun. And here's the part about it. Yes, you can think about trying to do all the stuff that you just worked on. And I do recommend that, trying to incorporate the stuff that you just worked on. But it's also important to just kind of be able to let yourself go entirely and not think about anything and just play. I think that that's really important, and I try to do it just about every day. Maybe you don't even put a play along on. Maybe you just take your instrument out and you just play. And you just kind of see what happens. And the funny part about this is you can think about it as kind of the mindless thing at the end of your practice routine that's not necessarily going to help you. But at the end of the day, it usually does end up helping tremendously. Because you may go down some new paths of thinking, some new avenues of playing your instrument, trying some things that you would never do when you're seriously practicing and everything's very regimented, or you're on a gig and you're really, really trying to sound as good as possible. You might give yourself a little bit more leeway. You might give yourself a little bit of a chance to kind of mess up and not worry about it. And sometimes from mistakes, some brand new, fresh ideas come out of those mistakes once we refine the idea that we were trying to pull off and actually couldn't. So I think that this is super important. You just have to leave time to let yourself go, have some fun, sound bad, sound goofy, play some stuff that you would never play in public in front of anybody, but give yourself permission to do that when you're in a room by yourself. Because really, if you're not going to do it in a room by yourself, you're never going to do it, right? So reconnect with the instrument, reconnect with kind of being a kid, right? And just playing music. It's so fun. It's really, really fun. Sometimes I even get together with my friends and do this. And it's just all right, let's just play, And I can remember distinctly in college, one of my professors who was running a combo I was in, a couple times a semester, he would just get us all in the room, turn off the lights, and we would just go. 4, 5, 6 of us would just go, play free, use your ears. And I remember distinctly the first time he turned off the lights, I was very self-conscious. And then as we found our way through what we were doing and actually started to have fun with it, the self-conscious feeling went away, and it was replaced by just kind of a feeling of joy and actually at the, most core sense, just making music with my friends and colleagues who were in that group with me. So even if you're not going to do it with somebody else, at least do it on your own, right? And you may feel pretty self-conscious at first when you just try to let yourself go and play. But after a while, it'll start to feel natural. And the more and more that you do this, the more fun it will become, the less unnatural it will feel, and you will start to develop some new avenues into your playing, maybe even come up with some new techniques that you never would have if you didn't just let yourself go and allow yourself to play like that. So that's going to be like the last part of the actual practice routine. Next week, we're going to talk about some stuff to maybe do after you're out of the practice room. But yeah, try to concentrate on that. If you're not allowing yourself to have any fun, try it this week. Really, really try it. Just let go. Let go at the end. Put on a play along, play by yourself, whatever you want to do. But just kind of turn your brain off and try to reconnect with that instrument. Reconnect with like the feeling when you were younger, when you didn't really practice seriously and you just played the instrument, and how much fun that was. All right. Let me know if you ever do this. You can drop me a note in the 10-Minute Jazz Lesson Community Facebook group. You can send me an email. You can get in touch with me on Patreon. All different kinds of ways to get in touch. But yeah, give it a shot this week. And I'm sure that a lot of you do this already. But if you're not, I think that this would really put a lot of the joy back into music making for you. Even if it's not for very long at the end of the practice routine, try to get it in. Okay? All right. We'll see you on Friday with a brand new regular episode. Hope you all have a fantastic week. Have some fun, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.